All right, let's talk about it. Let's really get into the one thing that separates the good from the truly phenomenal. We're talking about pure, relentless dedication. We're going to break down what it really takes to win. And honestly, it all kicks off with a pretty tough question. So let's just get right to it. No sugarcoating. Why haven't you made it yet? I mean, really think about that. We all have these big goals, these dreams, right? But for so many of us, there's this huge gap between where we are and where we desperately want to be. So what's actually in the way? Here's the brutal truth, at least according to our source. The problem isn't that you don't have talent or that you're not trying. It's that you don't have staying power. It's this 1 year and done mindset. You go all out, you grind for a year, maybe two. And when you don't see those massive life-changing results right away, that little voice telling you to quit starts getting really, really loud. And that idea, it leads us straight into our first big topic. We have got to tear down this myth of the overnight success. Because let me tell you, almost every single time it's a total illusion. It's a story that's been years, sometimes decades in the making. I mean, just look at the actual timeline for success. The singer Carney, she was grinding for a full decade, 10 years, before she landed that massive hit. Or look at the hip-hop duo Clips. They were in the game for 20 years. 20! After a long time apart, they come back as 50-year-old men and drop their biggest album ever. If that doesn't prove this thing is a marathon, not a sprint, I don't know what does. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. This is the mindset. When something is truly your passion, your thing, the clock just becomes irrelevant. You're not counting the days. You stop checking the calendar. Why? Because the work itself is the point. Your commitment isn't tied to a deadline. It's part of who you are. Okay, so you've got the passion, but passion alone isn't enough, you know? It's got to be paired with the right fuel. And that brings us to this next absolutely crucial distinction, the real battle between effort and talent. This right here, this is a game changer. Think about it. Average people cruise by on what comes easy to them, their natural gifts, their talents. But the phenomenal people? No way. They live off their effort. They build their success brick by painful brick through relentless hard work. Talent might get you in the door, but it's pure effort that makes you a legend. So what kind of effort are we talking about? The number you need to remember is 120%. Now, obviously that's symbolic, but the message is crystal clear. You have to push past what you think is your limit. It's about giving everything you've got and then figuring out how to dig a little deeper and give just a little bit more. That's the secret sauce. But look, it's not about hitting 120% once and then collapsing, right? It's about being able to bring that intensity over the long haul. There's a name for this. It's called competitive stamina. It is the sheer strength to just keep going year in and year out. It's understanding that the person who wins isn't always the smartest or the most talented. It's the person who is simply too stubborn to quit. Okay, to really truly get this level of commitment, we need a better way to picture it. And our source gives us the perfect one. It's time to stop thinking like prey and start thinking like a predator. It's time we all learned how to adopt the mindset of a lion on the hunt. This is the first half of a whole new philosophy, and it's a direct challenge to how pretty much all of us operate. We live by our feelings, right? We work until we feel tired, and then we stop. And there it is. That's the pivot. A lion's mindset isn't governed by feelings. It's governed by the mission. You're not done when you're tired. You're not done when you're exhausted. You're done when the job is done, period. It's a complete shift from being feelings-based to being task-based. So what does that mean in practice? It means you live by the lion's code. And the rules are simple. Lions don't cry about how hard it is. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions do one thing, and one thing only. They hunt. Every bit of frustration, every bit of pain, it all gets channeled into that one single-minded action. And listen, the hunt, it never really stops. Think about it. A lion in the wild doesn't catch one gazelle and then decide to retire. No, it hunts, it succeeds, and then it gets right back up and hunts again. The same goes for your goals. You hit one, you celebrate for a minute, and then you're immediately on the hunt for the next one, and the next. It's all about momentum. This brings us to the final level, and this is the most intense part. This is for anybody who is ready to go all in, no excuses. It's the philosophy of total commitment, where going back is not an option. It's time to talk about burning the boats. So how do you actually do it? Well, it starts with a real decision. Not just a New Year's resolution, but a deep, gut-level decision that you are just done being average. Step 2? you have to cut off plan B. The saying goes, if you want to take the island, you burn the boats. Because when there's no way to retreat, you are forced to find a way to win. That safety net you have, it's the very thing holding you back. And finally, you uphold your standard. Every single day. And that last part, upholding your standard, let's really dig into what that means, because it's everything. See, most people play to the scoreboard. If they're winning, they kind of relax and let their guard down. If they're losing, they get discouraged. Their effort is all over the place. But the greats, they play to a standard. It's an internal benchmark of excellence that never, ever changes. The score, the circumstances, none of it matters. Giving 120% is their baseline. And if you're wondering who actually lives like this, well, you know their names. Think about the legendary intensity of Ray Lewis, even in practice. Think about Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality, which was all about outworking everyone. Or Michael Jordan, who refused to accept anything less than the absolute best for himself or anyone around him. Their greatness wasn't just in the rings. It was in the unwavering standard they held themselves to every single day. So we're going to leave you with this final challenge, this final thought that really puts it all into perspective. Every day you show up, every task you do, every single action you take, it's like you're creating a film of your life, a permanent record. The question you have to ask yourself is this. When someone plays back that film, what are they going to see? Will they see someone whose effort depended on the day, or will they see someone who always, always brought their best? Because that is the legacy of true dedication.